Today, we're diving into one of those stories where music genuinely changes your life. The Voice season 19 contestant Tanner Gomes is with me today. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited to talk to you and dive in a little more because I don't know if you remember this, but it was a couple years ago. I took my mom to Nashville for her birthday.
Yeah.
And the way that we met is kind of funny because my mom said, my friend Julie has a son who's friends with this guy, Tanner, and he was on The Voice and he's so incredible. And he's playing like in Nashville this weekend. We should try and go see him. So we caught you at Miranda Lambert's Casa
How
Rosa.
cool is that? Love to hear
And
that.
it was so funny. Yeah, I won't use last names on the broadcast, but yeah, apparently you have a friend whose mom lives near Reno, and my mom became friends with her when we lived there.
That's so funny. Yeah, I lived in
So,
Reno for a couple years actually. Made
oh,
some
did
friends
you
up there.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's so funny. Yeah, and
That's funny.
we went to see you, and I started Venmo stalking you, like sending you money to play Justin Timberlake.
Oh, that's the best kind of stalking if you ask me. You can stalk
So,
me all you want if it's Venmo stalking.
well, I do have a question for you because it's been about 3 years now. Have you learned any Justin Timberlake yet? Because I feel like your voice is so fit for it.
That's so funny. I think of that and I have not. I always think about the time that I got asked like for Justin Timberlake, and it's funny that it was you. That's so funny. Um,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
I have the Venmo proof. I pulled up the transactions and I was like, man, I was really digging into you hard, really hoping you would do it. But
yeah, my bad. Nope, I do not. My sister loves. You know what? I grew up. My sister's. She had like an old Eclipse, like a 2000 Eclipse or whatever, and she would listen to Justin Timberlake's album on repeat every time I got in the car with her. So I actually am familiar with a lot of his stuff, but that's really interesting. I don't think I would sound good. I don't know. It's
oh, that's so
intimidating a little
funny
bit.
that you think that because I think you did a Sheryl Crow song where you were kind of singing in falsetto and I was like, "Oh my God, how he would sound amazing doing Justin Timberlake."
That's funny. All right, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna learn something. I'll let you know when I figure it out.
No pressure. You've got a lot of your own stuff going on. So we'll dive into that. You recently, if I'm correct, returned for the All-Stars episode this past season, did you not? On The
Yeah,
Voice? Okay,
yeah,
so can you tell us a little bit about that experience? Like how would you say that you've changed since competing about 10 seasons ago to being back where it all began?
yeah. I mean, man, I think about it all the time that I wish. I feel like everybody goes through this where they're like, man, I wish I could do the voice now versus 5 years ago. I mean, I've grown so much. I've gotten a lot better, I think, and my writing's gotten better. I'm, and I think everybody obviously grows. So, but going back, I was like, man, can you just put me up on that stage? Like, get a little redo? But it was really cool because there were a lot of contestants when they called us back. Actually, every single one of them was not on my season. I was the only one from my season that went back for the live voting thing. So I got to meet a lot of people out there, very talented people, make connections, and it was really fun. I mean, I didn't sing or get any like crazy cool I don't know camera time, but it was really I made really good connections. I wrote a song with one of the guys that are out there, and very excited about it. And actually, it's getting a little bit of recognition in the writer world in Nashville right now. So hopefully it goes somewhere. But like little things
Nice.
like that, you got to show up. And
Yeah.
I knew that being in the audience clapping for the winner wasn't gonna like make me famous or anything. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go out there and see what I can, if I can make some connections and show face. And man, it was really cool though, being on the side
Yeah.
stage and just, I mean, seeing how everything is. Well, honestly, being back in Universal Studios in that room where
Yeah.
the stage is was really nostalgic, really weird a little bit, especially being in the crowd. But
Yeah.
it was cool. It was a really cool feeling. Made some good friends too. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was really fun. We were only there for like 2 nights this last time they flew us out, and it was really fun.
It's wild how quickly things like that happen. It seems like it takes like such a long production. Watching the show, it's super exciting to see, as a viewer, when you see things like things that happen to you, like a 3-chair turn and all the support that you got from the coaches. But looking back on your experience, is there something that might be kind of a misconception about being on reality competition shows that most people wouldn't know from watching?
So I'm, I mean, I was out there for months, and like the season lasts less than how long I was out there. COVID might have had something to do with it. So the COVID aspect was really hard, but,
Yeah.
there's a lot of just waiting and alone, like especially during COVID, like you're alone in your room and just kind of losing your mind a little bit, because you're like, what are they gonna show about me that, what did I do in that interview? Like you almost forget because
Yeah.
you do so many interviews, and then the episode doesn't air for weeks later, and you're like, man, I hope I didn't look like an idiot. And you have so many weeks to think about that every episode. And but like, I mean, it's really cool just how it's all set up. And
Yeah.
um, I mean, everybody doing their job knows what they're doing, and they're really good at it. And
Yeah.
you meet a lot of cool, really nice staff members that are trying to make it as pleasant as possible for you. But yeah, I mean, misconceptions. I'm trying to think of what I can legally say.
You don't want to give away any secrets, right?
Yeah, I. It's funny. My wife is a lawyer, and I don't know. I mean, I should have her read it to me, because I mean, I have no idea.
What are you allowed to say and what are you not? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we don't have to get you into any trouble, but
yeah.
you finished in the top 10 of your season, which has obviously gained you recognition, but that's not quite where your musical journey began. So can you tell us about the start of it all and like what made you pick up a guitar for the first time?
Yeah, I actually I mean, I loved singing. That was just my childhood wasn't great and whatever. But music was my escape, and I just always wanted to learn runs. I listened to T-Pain and Rascal Flatts like all the time so I could learn how to do runs. It was just fun to me. And it was something cheap I could do because I was broke. So, and it was something I was always interested in, but I was more so into sports growing up. But I was walking through, it was like the last day of my junior year of high school, and I was walking down the hallway with some like girlfriends of mine, and I was singing "A Whole New World" by Aladdin, just like being a goofball. And the choir teacher heard me, and he's like, "You need to be in choir next year." And I was like, "Pfft." And then I blew it off, and then I go home, and my family's like, "You're told you, yeah, you should do that. You should do that. You need the credit anyways." I was like, "All right, I'll do it." And I loved it. I had so much fun. And I, and then gained a little bit of confidence from it. And from there, I actually, I moved to California after high school, and my buddies would just sign me up for random karaoke contests. And it was always like my dream. It's like secretly, like, you know, I didn't really know what I was capable of or if it was even something I could do. So I never thought that I should pursue it when I was younger.
Yeah.
But then like after I kind of gained some confidence from the karaoke contest, like, because I started winning them all. I won them, and I was like, what the heck? I'm pretty good at singing. Okay. And then I won, like, actually one time there was a karaoke contest at a car dealership, and my sister was like, put $1 in for the raffle to win that car over there. And I was like, can I borrow $1? I didn't even have $1. She gave me the $1. And I didn't have a car at the time. I was 19. And so I put in for the raffle and then did the karaoke contest that day. I won a car with the karaoke contest, and then I won the raffle too.
Wow.
So, yeah, they were really crappy cars, but you know what? Like, it was really funny for me. And but anyways, you know, that was like my little things like that. I was like gaining confidence, and like, I mean, I wasn't going to college or anything. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I knew I needed to get out of my hometown, and that's what I did. And I made really good friends, and I ended up going back. I was saving up for Nashville while I was out in California. I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy a guitar. I bought a guitar, started learning guitar. I mean, practicing every day for hours. And while I was working 2 jobs at a time, and I was saving up to go to Nashville. It all happened so quick. I was like, yep, this is what I'm doing. Cause I was looking for something to do, like what I wanted to do and what my passion be. And like, right then I was like, buying a guitar, I'm learning guitar, and I'm going to start writing, and I'm going to move to Nashville. So I started saving and working a couple jobs at a time. And I was living with my sister, and we were renting this apartment out. It was just like also a really fun time in my life. I made the best friends in my life. I was in Temecula, California, wine country. They all worked at wineries, so I could just go and, you know, just hang out with them at the wineries all day or whenever I'm off work. So my grandma was like, why don't you come back here before you move to Nashville? Come back to Arizona and do this contest, this Battle of the Bands. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that for you, Grandma. She's like, before you move all the way across the country, you know. And I was like, all right, I'll do that. And went there, won the Battle of the Bands to open up for Easton Corbin. And so then we opened up for Easton Corbin, and I was like, all right, I'm going to get a band together. And I got stuck in my hometown for like 4 years.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you know, and like the whole time I was like, back in my mind, I was like, I don't want to be here. I wanted to be in Nashville. So it kind of ate me up a little bit. And, but my band, you know, we were doing well. We were playing a bunch of gigs, traveling for some gigs to Phoenix, which was like 3.5 hours away from my hometown in Yuma, border of Mexico, Yuma, Arizona. But it was just it wasn't what I wanted. And, so I actually, then I got a girlfriend. This is very detailed, but like, yeah, I hope this is not off track from what you asked.
No, I love this detail because you don't hear stories like this in between songs on stage, you know?
Yeah.
But no, like, despite not, you know, maybe not wanting to be back in your hometown that long, it kind of sounds like it was like a really like positive impact on where you went after that. I mean, it sounds like you were almost meant to be there for that time.
Yeah, no, I learned a lot, made a lot of mistakes, learned so much from being out there. And I had a lot of very supportive people in that town that, you know, obviously they're not the reason I wanted to leave the town. It's just, you know, I dreamed of Nashville, and I mean, they were putting together raffles and stuff, and just so they can help me get me my first album, you know, recorded in Nashville. And I had a lot of supportive people in that town, and I ended up getting a little bit screwed over by the producer, but you know what, that happens. And
Yeah.
so then I ended up moving. I had a girlfriend at the time, and we moved to Reno, Nevada, because I was like, I mean, she pulled me into Reno. I followed her to Reno, Nevada, because I was like, oh, this is a way to get out of Yuma. But honestly, like, I liked her and everything, and
Yeah.
we moved and I was just not, because I was just like kind of sore about music at the time. I just wasn't happy about music, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. Maybe I should just go get a real job with Coca-Cola, which I did, and I'll just climb the ladder and I'll go with her wherever her next contract was. And she was a news anchor, so I moved to Reno and with her, and I hated my life.
Wow.
I climbed the ladder. I climbed up 5 positions within 6 months. Like, I was grinding, trying to get really good at, sales and management or whatever. And Coca-Cola, I went from the warehouse all the way up to, not all the way up, but, to management and,
Wow.
and with sales. And I was very unfulfilled, and I was going to school full time online because I was like, I need to make her parents proud, that type of thing.
Wow.
Well, if anything's gonna hurt your ego, it's when you go to ask her dad for his blessing, and he says, "No, you don't make enough money."
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
I didn't think people actually said stuff like that out loud.
straight up said it to me.
Jeez.
Yeah, I laugh about it now, but like it ate at me, and
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what I was doing at the time, anyways. And to be honest, my sisters were like, "It's about time. You better go get a ring."
Wow.
So like, when that happened, I was like, "Nashville, it is." I made my mind up. I was like, you know what? I want her to have her family to be happy and everything. I want her to be happy, and I'm going to go to Nashville. Like,
Yeah.
and I want to be happy. Like, I want to do what I want to do. And I moved to Nashville, and man, I did not know what I was doing. It's like, it was a mess. I was working valet and going to school full time, still online. And I didn't know a single person. I found somebody on Facebook Marketplace to live with. I didn't know anybody in Nashville. I lived with them for like 2.5 years. I was so busy that I really didn't have any friends at all. Eventually I ended up making a buddy at a writer's round, because I played a writer's round, like one of the few I did in those 2.5 years. I was not doing music at all because I was just trying to survive and get through school.
Yeah.
I was like, I need a backup plan. I need to be smart and have a degree before I pursue this. Well, anyways, my buddy signs me up for The Voice, and he knocks on my door at like 6 a.m. and he's like, "Dude, get up. I signed you up for The Voice." I was like, "Why do I have to get up?" But also cool. Like, let me go back to sleep. Why are you knocking my door at 6 a.m.? But honestly, that was huge for me because I didn't think I was going to make it. And I was like, apparently when I got to LA, I found out that I was like the only person that stood in the line for 8 hours. Everybody else was like found on social media.
Oh,
or
wow.
Like at some other way, like invited to audition at a bar or something.
Right.
I was in the rain with was using somebody else's umbrella.
Oh my gosh.
Like, huddled under their umbrella for probably 4 of the hours, and then waited in line for 8 hours, did the whole process. And and I couldn't believe it. I made it. And it helped me out. I can book a gig way easier. I mean, I got back from LA, and immediately they were like, "Hey, my wife liked you on The Voice. I book a circuit out here on Broadway in Nashville. Do you want to play?" And like, yes.
Yeah.
It was just like that easy. And I didn't know how. I didn't have any connections, so I didn't even know how I could get on Broadway or make money with music out here. So it was really a blessing. I definitely needed it. I was
Yeah.
working valet, not making any money. Man, I remember, like, I mean, I did the math while I was out there. I was like, or while I was doing valet, I had $30 a week to eat off of.
Oh my gosh.
And I made it work. And I was still going to the gym every day. Like, I was like, this is how I've always lived. I know how to do
Yeah.
this. This is fine.
It's amazing what you find yourself capable of, when you're put in a particular situation.
Yeah.
You get resourceful. Would
Yeah.
you say, I'm curious, like if you actually did move to Nashville at the time you wanted to move to Nashville, instead of kind of being like taken on this detour and then finally moving to Nashville, how do you think your songwriting had been affected by having all those unexpected experiences?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think I got a lot of tweaks out in Arizona. So I think it was like, and I was just an idiot, like I was a nice guy, but like I was an idiot. Like I didn't know anything. I didn't know how to lead a band. I didn't know keys I couldn't just call out a key or like tell them, hey, we need to change this a key or to a different key or
Wow.
anything. Like I didn't, I really had to count on the band at the time. And, I don't want to say idiot. I just didn't put the time. I just bought a guitar.
Yeah.
So, but like, I'm glad that I embarrassed myself there versus here, I mean, I still embarrass myself here, but, I feel like I'm in a good place right now. Like,
Yeah.
just I've been really trying to get better at writing, and I've got some, like, I've gained some confidence in my writing. And I have like cool little groups of people that got me music friends, and I got my non-music friends, and I feel like that's
Yeah.
important, so like Nashville feels like home to me now. And just like being able to, I don't know. I think it's important to kind of like look back where I came from, and I'm kind of starting that process of just gratitude, just being grateful for where I'm at and how things are going. And I mean, my life is pretty freaking cool. I mean, I get to go sing songs and make money and not a lot of it, I need to be grateful for that. And then, and not get so, I don't know. I think it's really important to just, be authentic too. And like, when I was on The Voice, I think that's another reason that I wanted to redo it, is because I felt like I had to be this entertainer and like somebody that I'm not. like
Yeah.
always on and like, no, like I'm kind of quiet, honestly. So like most of the time I'm like listening to the conversation and I say things every now and then. But when I'm on The Voice, I'm like, no, I'm this guy. I'm the fun character. And it's just, and then I look back, I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that, because I don't think a lot of people think about that aspect of it. Like not all, even entertainers, who have had this like major success and are like playing stadium shows and selling out tours. Like even a lot of those people aren't necessarily people who are like always on and always ready to entertain. Like there's a personality behind the entertainer.
Right. Yeah. Right. And you're not really getting them. You're getting an act, and that's something that I've come to like realize I don't want to be doing. Like if I make it, I want people to, first of all, I don't want to have to be on. I want to be like, I don't want people to be like, why is Tanner quiet? Isn't he like this really fun person?
Yeah.
No, like, like if you want to have a serious conversation about like trying to grow and like be a better person, like I'll talk. I would love to have that conversation, but like, I'm not going to be the guy I'm not I don't have jokes in my pocket. Like, I don't know. But
Did that almost give you a sense of imposter syndrome, or maybe kind of like feeling out of place while you were competing on The Voice?
yeah, I mean, I definitely felt out of place. First of all, everybody was so good. Like everybody was so talented,
Yeah.
and I just that added to the nerves being
Yeah.
there. People, you see them put a camera in front of like one of the contestants' faces, and they're really good at talking, and
Yeah.
they just nail it, But then you think at the time, I was like, man, they're so good at this. Why can't I do this? Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't want to. I can't be like, it'd be so fake, but like I have to be that, I can't not give the voice what they want, or the audience what they want. That's
Yeah.
what I was in my mind at the time. But then I think back, I'm like, yes, it did make me feel out of place, because I mean, I never had a camera in my face my whole life, and I didn't
Yeah.
know. So it was COVID for about 6 months before I flew out there, or even more than that. It was probably a year. I was in my room because we were on lockdown. I was in a loft in Nashville, with no friends, with no, I mean, even my roommates, they just played video games. I never hung out with them. Like they just stayed and looked. I didn't really play video games, so I just hung out. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I lost my mind. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, I mean, and then I went to The Voice, and I was in this room for months at a time again, and I had to be locked in there. I mean, the first 10 days, because of COVID, I had to be locked in my room. I couldn't even open my door, like
Right.
only to grab the food outside the door. And so, yeah, I kind of forgot who I was, and it's been a process trying to remember who I am.
Yeah.
I think because of also like just my life, the way my life has been, I feel like it's been hard to figure out my identity anyways. Just because of the way I was raised, and just poor, moving. I mean, I think between the time I was like 9 and 18, I lived in 14 different places. And getting kicked out, 24-hour notices each time. And
Wow.
just like, yeah, not knowing who I am. So like not even knowing what to front or how to front myself. Like,
Right.
that was hard, but, I'm in a good place now. Like, I feel like I'm starting to figure out who I am, and what kind of artist I want to be, because what's authentic to me is trying to be better. Like, I
Yeah.
really do. Like, I put an effort in trying to be a better person, a better artist, better songwriter, better husband, all around. Like, I'm thinking about this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And if I can write songs about that, if I can write songs about my like storytelling about my cowboy relatives, and like I have a relative that was a cowboy / coyote. If you don't know what a coyote is, look it up. I'm not going to explain it here, but I wrote a song called Coyote, and it feels so authentic to me. Even though I'm
Yeah.
writing it's about somebody else, it's got the border vibe to it. It's got a little bit of, I mean, I was the only white boy growing up, really. Like
Yeah.
in my junior high, everybody was Mexicans, and all my best friends were Mexican. And, so like being around mariachi music all the time, and having,
Wow.
I was a chambelán in like 3 different, I'm gonna get so much hate for saying chambelán like that, but I was a chambelán in like 3 quinceañeras, and
Wow.
like across the border, had to go into Mexico to have, to do it. And
Yeah.
like it's like, so like I feel like that song, of all the songs I'm about to release, might pave my way, because it's different, and it's also very like it feels authentic, feels really authentic, and it's different and like fun. Like I'm so excited about it.
That's really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
would you say that that your songwriting has kind of, because you mentioned like trying to find this identity, and trying to like figure out who you are as an artist. Would you say that your songwriting is helping you discover that, or that you discovering who you are is influencing your songwriting? Like it's almost, like which is influencing the other,
It's
or do
int-
they kind of work in tandem?
yeah, that's a really good question because like I think the songwriting is actually helping me
Yeah.
almost. Like I think that's probably my answer because I mean when I wrote Coyote, I I wrote it with my buddy Luke Gallagher, and he played the guitar. He actually went out. He's from Australia, and he went out to Arizona with me to play like a big event, and it was first time in Arizona. So like he became obsessed with it, and like he'll send me a picture whenever he has a Corona, like, like he's like my Mexican buddy now, from down under, but he uh he brought the idea up. He's like, dude, what if we wrote something like kind of like mariachi inspired? Because I think he saw that in me,
Yeah.
and I think I owe a lot of this like realization to him because he's like, here's like a little thing I made up on the guitar, and he do 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 do, I was like,
Yeah.
yep, all right, and then I just started like, writing the words, and we were figuring out the melody, and we're like, dude, this is cool. And like everybody that has heard this song, they're like, this is cool. It's different, and
Yeah.
it makes you like happy. It's storytelling, but it's and like I it has all the things that makes me really love writing and performing. And so anyways, it's really cool, like kind of discovering that's me. Like that's I think that's my lane. I think that's what's going to set me apart. And also,
Yeah.
but also like it truly is. Like I'm not going to sing songs about, like I've been writing songs about what I've heard on the radio, and like yeah, it's like true that I'm a redneck, but like I didn't but like I didn't grow up in the South.
Yeah.
I can't say that I went mud bogging in the woods because there's no woods in Arizona. So it's
Yeah.
like really figuring out who I am and how to be authentic in my way, to myself. I'm true to myself, and discovering it's really fun. And then I wrote another song called Handyman. I wrote it with actually Justin Richards. He's Post Malone's lead guitar player, and
Nice.
he was like, man, how'd you become such a handyman? Like, how'd you become a handyman? That was this question when we went to the songwrite, and I was like, I mean, honestly, I wanted to have all the skills so that I can, give my future kids a better life. And I started collecting all the tools when I was doing construction. Instead of renting tools when I needed it, I bought it, and I just learned the skills because I want to be able to teach my kids and teach them more. Like I want them to have a
Yeah.
better childhood than I had. And he goes, we're writing that right now. We're writing that. And it's probably going to be the most popular song that I've written. Like I have a really good feeling about it. And like when we wrote that, I was like, I am a handyman, aren't I? Like I'm just kind of, I'm just like really falling into realizing like exactly who I am, but like also how to paint it, and how to make it like an art, and how to make an audience kind of view you. I don't know. It's kind of hard I never really understood what I had to figure out or how to figure it out. And I think that's what every songwriter, mostly artists need to figure out. Like,
Yeah.
and the process that they have to go through in order to actually, I don't know, succeed. And my thing is though, like, I like writing everything. Like, if I write a song, I want to cut it. That's kind of something I need to, I don't know, figure out, because people say like, yeah, you should have this brand. I'm like, well, no, I want to write about the border, but I also want to write about something else just because I liked it. I want to
Yeah.
release it just because it was a good song.
Yeah.
So it's
I think that's
kind of hard.
actually kind of rare though. I haven't spoken to a lot of people who have just been like ready to like cut every song they write. Usually there's always at least one or two songs that you really want to write, but you're nervous to release.
Yeah. I don't know. I must just be a really good songwriter. I'm kidding.
No, I think it's really brave, that
Yeah.
you put your thoughts into words and you turn those words into lyrics. And then all of a sudden you're just like, all right, yeah, I'm ready. Like, let's cut it.
Yeah. I mean, or just crazy. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I do just want to keep releasing music, and maybe I should be more picky, but like my thing is I haven't locked in like a brand at all. So it's like,
Yeah.
all right, let's just cut it. If it's a really good song, let's cut it. And if that's what is going to get an audience and create a brand for me, or create a lane for me, then we'll just release it. And I don't know. Just, so my thing is like, what's authentic to me is just writing what I want to write. And
Yeah.
so I'm going to do that. And then if there's a lane that I end up having to fall into, I'll fall into that, but I'm going to keep writing whatever I want to write and
Yeah.
release those every now and then as well. 'Cause yeah, I mean, I'm going to write a song about getting drunk at a bar because I want to, and even though or
Yeah.
about my broken heart, even though I didn't get my heart broken, I'm just going to write a song about broken heart because I had a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun, whatever. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've got to take those risks, right? Because it's
yeah,
usually worth the reward.
right. Yeah. I started a song. It starts out, "This ain't the first time a cowboy's been drunk on this stool." And I was like, man, some real cowboy needs to sing that song.
Yeah.
I haven't had horses in a long time, but I end up cutting it. So
Yeah.
whatever. Like, I was like, if nobody else is going to cut this, I'm cutting it. Like, whatever. I don't care. Yeah.
I love that. Well, you seem to, gravitate towards obviously like country songwriting, country music. Is there like a non-country artist that people would be surprised that you listen to?
I love T-Pain.
Yeah.
I used to, especially when I was like in high school, I loved T-Pain. Like, I loved doing the runs, and I loved how smooth it was. And T-Pain, who's another artist that's kind of off the wall? To be honest, I don't listen to a lot of music anymore. I play music so much. I play and write music so much that I just don't even listen to music.
That's so wild to hear you say out loud though that like you don't really listen to music all that much, because I guess it's because it's what you're doing most of the time. So then in your free time there really is no music.
Right. Yeah. I mean, when I'm here, like right now I'm drywalling the nursery. We have a baby on the way. Our first kid.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've been doing that for like a couple weeks, and I've been listening to my songs that I just cut on repeat, just kind of figuring out what revisions I need to, tell my producer like, hey, there's something here that this level needs to be changed, or this we should put something here.
So the work like never stops.
Yeah, basically. But you know what? It's also really cool and rewarding. I love it. I love this side of it. So much. I love recording songs that I've written. It's the best. And I get so excited every time I go in the studio and we revise something, and then I'm like, send it to me right now. I need to listen to it on my way home. I'm just so excited. And I'm just really excited about these songs specifically too. Like I think they're really good songs, and I feel like they're going to change my my life, honestly.
Yeah.
Which is just fun. It's a cool feeling. And if they don't, whatever, they're cool songs.
Well, a couple rapid fire questions for you just to have like a little bit of fun before I let you go. Right, like top of your head, dream duet.
Oh man, dream duet. Casey Musgraves.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got like the Western sound, but also like a softer voice, and it's very fitting with what I do. It's like the production side of it and everything is kind of similar.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Okay, go to late night food.
Late night food. Oh, Taco Bell every time. I mean, I was like, come on, dude, think outside the box.
Yeah.
It's Taco Bell. Or ice cream.
That's a pretty solid choice.
Yeah.
All right. And biggest red flag when you first meet somebody?
Oh, man, that's good. Oh, man. That's loaded. There's a lot of things that I don't know, if they just can't stop talking about themselves or like one-upping you. You know, if you can see right through the fact that they need to one-up you.
Yeah.
Like, nope, I'm good. Yeah. And there's a lot of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
That's a solid one. I think I'm with you on that. All right. Well, we know that you've got a lot of things to look forward to. You've got, congratulations, baby on the way. Songs that you're working on currently. Where can everybody follow along on the journey, and what can we expect first, baby or released music?
Oh yeah, no, that's a good question because I think I got to figure out a plan. The baby's here in August, so
man.
I think I'm gonna release one song in July and then do singles for about for 5 months, and
Nice.
and then they'll all end up in the same album. So one song will be released, I think, before the baby.
Okay.
Sure. Unless I just release them all, I don't know. I get pretty excited.
Well, I think everybody will understand if the plan changes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please, everybody, understand. I care so much.
Awesome. Well, where can we follow along to like see what's coming next?
Tanner Gomes Music, everything. That's my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And then Tanner Gomes, like Gomez with an S. I think that's also why I kind of want to go the Coyote route. You know, with music. I mean, like Gomez with an S that should be the album cover next time I put it out. But yeah, Tanner Gomes, everything. Yeah, I really appreciate all this, any support you guys can give me. I mean, I'm really trying to do this not only just authentically, but I want to do things right. I want to actually like change the world a little bit. I want to be make a positive impact on the world. And if you want to follow somebody that is, I mean, we're farming. We have a farm. We have animals, and it's gonna, it's not just gonna be all music. If you want to give me a follow, it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got some fun content. I love watching like the adventures of Tanner the farmer.
Thank you. I just turned an armoire. I bought an armoire on Facebook Marketplace, and I chopped it down and I made it a secret door. Like I just do random stuff. I don't know. Once I have a kid, though, I won't have any time to do any of that stuff. But,
that's great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time to join me today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, sure thing.